The formula for losing that stubborn fat, I know how it is. The journey can be really frustrating if you don't know what to do, if you don't have a system, any guidance in place. And there's just so many information out there in the internet, and I know it could be confusing. If you're new here, my name is Carla, and I'm an online weight loss fitness coach. I help women with their weight loss journey to lose weight without sacrificing their favorite foods, especially the sweet stuff, because if you're like me, I love my desserts. If I'm able to lose weight or maintain my physique without giving up my favorite foods, then I don't see why you can't. I've learned that the hard way. That's cool. The important thing is I know what to do now, and I'm now here to help anyone out there that is also struggling with weight loss. I am here to talk about losing that stubborn fat that we all know and love. Without further ado, I want to ask you these questions. Are you with that stubborn fat that just doesn't seem to move? It's gonna be different for each one of us. Some people it's the belly fat, some people it's the arms, or what they call bat wings. I've heard that term before. Some people it's the back, especially when you wear underwear or bra and it kind of cinches in your back. And I want to talk about how to get rid of it. I'm gonna be honest though. There's no really secret here or hack. The answer is really quite simple. You're gonna hate hearing it, but that's what I'm all about. I'm here to just give you the basic stuff and the foundation. I'm not all about the gimmicks and all that bull stuff. If that's what you're after for, I suggest you tune out of this video. I'm here to give you straight facts. The secret formula for losing the stubborn fat is really the same thing. The same formula you need to lose fat from all other areas of your body. There's no such thing as spot reducing. You can't just lose fat from your belly. You can't just lose fat from your arms. And it all comes down to these 4 things, which I think is a good news, right? So you don't have to bombard yourself with all these techniques to lose weight. They're all the same. So all you gotta do is creating a calorie deficit. So if you don't know what that means, Google it, but the gist of it is you have to be burning more calories than you're consuming. It's just energy. If you want to lose it, you have to create a deficit, meaning you have to be burning more than what you're consuming. If you're eating 1,000 calories, you have to be burning more than that in order to lose weight. To be expending more calories, it's either you exercise or you eat less. Those 2 things, and a combination of both is what I recommend. It really depends on the person. If you don't like to eat less, then you just exercise more. If you really hate exercising more than eating, just lessen the amount of food you eat. I can go in a deep dive into that in the calorie deficit topic, but I won't because I don't want to make this long. But that's the number 1 thing you need to focus on. And number 2, to accompany your calorie deficit, if you want to lose that fat, is resistance training. In other words, lifting weights. If you're not into resistance training, I suggest you do it now. If you're a cardio bunny, that's another hard lesson I had to learn. It's not just all about cardio. We want to lift weights because we want to build beautiful muscles. Muscles are beautiful, ladies. Don't be afraid of them. It helps with your metabolism. It helps you burn more fat. And it's another thing, most of the ladies' goals is to tone up. In order to tone up, you can't just lose weight. You have to build muscles. That's the one that is going to give you that toned look. Because without muscles, you're not going to look toned. You're just going to be skinny fat. You're just going to lose the weight. It could be water weight. It could be anything and not necessarily fat. And even if you do lose that fat, if you don't have muscles underneath, if you don't have the structure or the foundation, then you're not going to look toned. The 3rd thing is eat plenty of whole foods. I'm all about balance here. You don't have to give up your favorite foods, but at the same time, if you have goals, you have to make sure that the majority of your lifestyle consists of whole foods or nutrient-dense foods, non-processed foods. But you're also going to have some room for the soul foods, the fun foods, all the junk food. Make sure it's not priority because they are not. I'm going to give you the nutrients that you need, and also it's not going to help you feel full. And that's why you could also still lose weight with junk food as long as you're in a calorie deficit, but at the same time you're going to sacrifice the nutrients, You're gonna sacrifice feeling satiated or full. You're always gonna be hungry because the processed foods are usually calorie dense, and a small volume of processed food, it has a lot of calories compared to vegetables. They have more volume and less calories, and therefore they make you feel fuller, longer too, especially protein is gonna make you feel fuller. And then number 4, and the last thing on how to make you lose a stubborn fat is patience. And this is probably the most important and could be the hardest thing of all. So I want to really discuss this deeper and emphasize this, because the way your body stores and loses fat is unique to you. To gain fat faster on my face and on my midsection, and for some people it's going to be their lower body, their thighs, their butt. We all have different genetics, different problem areas. Let me know what your problem area is. I'm curious. Let me know in the comments below so we can all share what types of different struggles we're going through, especially as women. And usually that stubborn fat is the last one to go, especially the belly area. It's usually the first thing in and the last one out if you're trying to work on it. So you just have to be willing to wait a little longer. And some people will try to tell you of fasted cardio. They're probably even going to recommend you supplements, and offer you like a special discount or something just because they're probably promoting it or they're earning commission from it, right? I mean, I'm not against supplements, but if that's what they keep pushing to you to help you with your weight loss, that's not really the only thing. All you gotta focus are these 4 things that I'm talking about in this video, right? Supplements is called a supplement for a reason. They supplement, they're addition to the basics, but it's not the end all be all. So none of these stuff are going to help. It's all about your mindset and your ability to be consistent and patient. And before I end this video, I want to impart with you an actionable step you can do. Okay, focus on creating a plan that's centered around these 4 things that we talk about. What are these 4 things again? It's calorie deficit, strength training, eating plenty of whole foods, and the last one, patience. And you're gonna see as you slowly build muscles and lose fat, you're gonna notice improvements over time. It's going to take some time. Give enough time to be able to see these changes. Nothing fancy. I would ditch all the fancy things, all the hacks. There's no magic here, just hard work really and consistency. Those 2 things. I have a question for you to think about. First of all is, why do you want to lose a lot of body fat? That's something you need to be reflecting on, because getting rid of every single ounce of body fat and sustaining it isn't realistic for most people. You see all of the bodybuilder competitors, they look good on stage, they look beautiful on stage, but that type of physique with the lowest percent of body fat is not really sustainable. It's not something you want to do for the rest of your life. Very low percent of body fat is only for that show, and after that they all usually go back to normal or maintenance. Work their way up, because we need fat, especially as women. Fat plays a huge role in our metabolism, in our function. Unless you're competing in a bodybuilding show, it makes sense. But if you're just trying to be leaner, if you're just trying to be healthier and happier, then losing every bit of it isn't needed. In fact, you're probably just gonna make your life more stressful and less enjoyable. So think about that. Share with us your real reason or real goal of wanting to lose fat. And if you're on the high end of the scale and you really wanna lose some weight, think about these 4 things that I talked about in this video, and you are for sure going to get to your goals. And that's it for now. Until the next video, I'll see you next time. Bye.